Hi, my name is Alan from Kansas City, and I'm here to share with you how it gets better and how it got better for me. Um, Growing up, I always had gay feelings. Middle school is when it really kind of hit for me a little bit more. Um, Having those feelings, I didn't really think that much of it. I kind of brushed it off. I'm like, you know what? I bet there's a whole bunch of other boys and girls who feel the same way I do, so it wasn't that big of a deal. But then I hit high school, and then that's when it changed. There were a whole bunch of different middle schools in my town, so you mesh. There were so many more people now together at my high school, um, and of course to be part of the it crowd, they start putting you down, and the comments started coming pretty quickly. Gay boy, homo, fag. No one realizes how much those words cut, how hurtful and how hateful um, that sounds, and I actually used it myself, thinking that people would get off my back. If I called someone a fag or if I said I'm not a homo, it would stop it, but it didn't. Um, Sophomore year was the worst. That's when it really kind of started hitting home. Um, I struggled so much with it. I kept thinking this is a phase. It's going to go away. And it didn't. So at that point, I started praying. I'm like, God, please make me like everyone else. Please make me normal. I don't want this. I just can't deal with this. And that didn't help either. Junior year is kind of when I started um, accepting it, even though I wouldn't really say I was accepting it, which is kind of one of those things where, you know what, it's not going to change. It's who you are. I didn't like it, but I couldn't do anything about it. I was too afraid to tell anyone. Um, I really thought about graduating early. I had enough credits, but I didn't want to leave my friends behind. I had some friends that I considered really, really close, so much that I call them family, and I still do. And I wanted to be able to go to senior prom with them. I wanted to be able to graduate with them. So yeah, I made the decision. Let's just do it. But senior year was so hard. I was ready to break free, but I was just still too scared, and it didn't pass fast enough. So at the end of the year, I made the decision to go to the University of Kansas, 600 miles away from home. I saw it as my opportunity to get away, to learn who I am, what I stand for, who I want to be. Um, and it wasn't easy the first couple of months, just because I really didn't know anyone. Um, yes, I did consider taking my own life. I thought about taking a whole bunch of pills. Thought about jumping off the bridge over Iowa Street onto oncoming traffic. Even jumping from a dorm room. But then I finally got the strength to tell someone. It was actually a friend back home, and it was through instant message. And I remember just shaking so much, shaking to the point where I could barely type. Um, and then I told her, and she was amazing. She was so supportive. Um, I couldn't have asked for a better reaction, and that changed everything. I've slowly started telling more people, but I had yet to tell my family, um, which was going to be the hardest part because my mother told me when I was younger that my dad had this deep dark secret he didn't want me to know until he passed away. So of course, before I left home, um, I snooped around and found a coming out letter from my half brother. By this time, he'd already passed away, my half brother, um, and kind of put two and two together. And asked my mom. I said, "Did he die of AIDS?" And she said, "Yes." And then that's when she started with a few of the comments. It would break your dad's heart if he had another gay son. So of course I was terrified. So I finally got the strength to tell my mom. And when I told her, her first reaction was, I'll never have grandchildren, which is not true because at some point I do want children of my own. And then, we can't tell your dad. I told her, I said, I'm tired of living a lie. I'm tired of being someone I'm not. I'm going to be who I am. And she actually told him for me, which I didn't want her to, but I understood why. And he told her that he loved me no matter what. They just didn't want what happened to my half-brother to happen to me. And, I understand that too, and I told them that wouldn't happen. So then after that, that's when I really, I finally got the strength. I really started putting it together. I'm like, you know what? It is okay. And then, it came to the point, as a gay athlete, bowling. Yes, bowling is a sport. So it came to the point where I had to tell my coach and my teammates. I told my coach first, just to kind of see what it would be like, what he thought it would be like with the team. And my coach was amazing. He made me feel so good about myself. It just, at that point, it was so overwhelming to finally know that it was okay to be who I am. That there's others like that, and that it does get better. And then I started telling my team, and they were amazing. They were my rock throughout college. Anything that was bothering me, anything going on, they were really there for me. And, I look back, and I won the national championship for collegiate bowling at KU in 2004 with an amazing group of guys. I couldn't have asked for a better group to win a national championship with. And if I'd have taken my own life, I would have missed that. It gets better. It may take some time. It's up to you how you want to do it. It's different for everyone. But just know that there's so many people who love and support you, and that things really do get better. Things have gotten better for me. They continue to get better, and they will always get better. And I don't want you to think that you're trapped and that you're not gonna be able to make it, because you will. I'm so proud of who I am and what I've accomplished, and you will be too once you get through this. Just know that there are people who love you, and they want to help you, and they will understand. It may take more time, but it really does get better, and I hope you hang in there.